Welcome to Policy on Demand's Week in Review. I'm Pam Olson. This week, the House and Senate returned to complete 2024's unfinished legislative business. Among the items of unfinished business is appropriations for fiscal year 2025. Both House and Senate appear to recognize the impossibility of completing work on appropriations before the continuing resolution expires and the need to extend it into 2025. The question now on the table: the length of the continuing resolution. In other unfinished business, yesterday the Senate passed a freestanding disaster relief bill by unanimous consent. In Washington, it is often said that your people are your policy, and we're continuing to see President Trump fill out his planned appointments. President-elect Trump announced his intent to nominate former Missouri Congressman Billy Long to replace Danny Werfel as IRS Commissioner. Commissioner Werfel is halfway through a statutory 5-year term. Because President-elect Trump allowed IRS Commissioner Koskinen to finish out his term during Trump 1, this was somewhat of a surprise, but the IRS Commissioner serves at the pleasure of the President, and the President-elect may simply view Commissioner Werfel as too closely tied to the Biden administration's increased IRS funding for enforcement. President-elect Trump also announced his intent to nominate Paul Atkins to lead the SEC and Peter Navarro as his czar for manufacturing and trade. Yesterday, the final House congressional seat was called, giving Republicans an extremely thin 220 to 215 margin. That will drop to 2 votes, 217 to 215, until the seats vacated by President-elect Trump's nominations of 3 sitting House Republicans to his cabinet can be filled by special elections. Senator Thune said Congress would move 2 reconciliation bills next year, the first with non-tax items like energy and the border, and the second on tax covering TCJA's expiring provisions. Ways and Means Chairman Jason Smith objected that the thin House majority would make moving 2 bills through the House too difficult. The U.S. is not the only country with difficulty passing a budget. Yesterday, a no-confidence vote in the French Parliament over Emmanuel Macron's budget brought down his government. Finally, 2 takeaways from PwC's Global Tax Symposium in Washington this week. 1, the economy is banging, and 2, chaos is a strategy.